Hi, this is James. I've got a training for you today on 5 secrets to effortlessly attract more prospects. Uh, Anyone who is developing skills in marketing and online marketing in particular needs to constantly be sharpening their game. And I participate in a system that provides me with pretty much daily blogs and videos and different information. I actually have about 4 different sources. So I'm constantly getting fed information so that we can constantly keep improving, or at least reminding yourself of the skills that you may have already acquired, and you want to build them up further. One of my favorite trainers is a guy by the name of Tyson Zahner, and he's one of the people that I do subscribe to his training in particular. But I've followed his training for several years. He's part of one of the leading affiliates in a company called Elite Marketing Pro, which is the system where Grace and I get most of our training. We've been VIPs there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now, probably. Attend some other annual meetings and have gone to some of their private training and so forth. But the quality materials that they put out, even the free materials like this blog, are just really great. And we've done, I don't know, 30 or 40 blog reviews in Elite Marketing Pro that you can find published on this channel. So take a look, subscribe if you'd like to get more of these. But in this blog, Tyson's writing on how to attract more prospects. And, we are in the lead business. Any business that you're in is in the lead acquisition, lead development, prospect development business. And so 5 secrets to effortlessly attract more prospects should be of interest to you if you want to develop your skills and develop your business and make more money. So let's take a look at what Tyson's got to say here. He's always got to rich things. Now, he starts with a good question: how would you like to be more attractive? And he's not talking about good looks necessarily, but there are a lot of things that make someone attractive. Some people are attracted by power, by money, by confidence, by a lot of different things. What he's talking about is this magnetic power of attraction that you can tell that someone would be someone that you'd like to know or perhaps follow, or who has something that they could contribute to you and you could learn from, beyond obviously just their looks. So it's the thing that makes people want to hang out with you, be in your presence. And if you're a leader, or you want to be a leader, or you want to be someone who provides value out in the marketplace, bearing in mind that you are only rewarded for the amount of value that you put out in the marketplace. So you get paid because you are valuable and you provide value. That's how you get paid. Most people don't even understand that simple concept, but it's right there. So that's the kind of attraction that great leaders out in the marketplace have, and they exhibit, and that's the kind of attraction that makes you more effective in life. It also makes you much more effective in business in particular. So these are 5 secrets that every attractive person knows pretty much instinctively, but maybe you've not heard it articulated in this way. So let's articulate these 5 points and talk about it so that you're ready to get it. All right, so the first thing is be interested. Now, what do we mean by that? You should be interested in other people, not they should be interested in you. Of course, they might be interested in you, but you really want to develop yourself to show genuine interest in other people. Nobody likes to hear people who just talk about themselves all the time. Did you ever date somebody or meet somebody who just talked about themselves all the time? It's pretty boring. Me, 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 me. So everybody, of course, is their favorite number one topic, but you know how to get on someone's good side? Ask them about them rather than tell them about you. Pretty simple idea, but so many people just don't simply even get that first starting idea. So it's not about trying to prove how interesting you are, how great you are, but it's really about identifying with what your target audience wants, needs, desires, and identifying with that so that you can pick up what they are going through and how you identify and you solve their problem. So if you're more interested in getting to know them than you are about talking about yourself, you'll instantly become more attractive. And the problem is with business opportunities, whether it's affiliate marketing or network marketing or direct sales or in other types of business, if you are trying to get something across, you pretty much just kind of pass out all this stuff about your business before you even give someone who might be interested a chance to talk about it. So let's be sure that we get you properly trained so that you know the skills about how to be interested in others. It really turns people off when you're not, and they can tell. Jay Abraham is a great marketer. He tells the story of going to a bar one night, and he was just dead tired after a long series of meetings, and the last thing he wanted to do was talk to a stranger, and some stranger plopped himself down next to him and started talking to him, and Jay Abraham thought to himself, well, I'm not really sure that I want to spend my quiet night. I just wanted to have a quiet drink and go up to bed. And so he just shut up and listened, and so he ended up just saying, okay, well, what do you do for a living? He asked the guy, what do you do for a living? Now, he was, just trying to ask a question that would make the other guy talk so that he wouldn't have to talk. But what came back to him was after this guy finished talking about what he did for a living, he then said to Jay Abraham, I travel around a lot, and you're one of the most interesting people I've ever met. And Jay Abraham was astonished at first, but he thought, wow, that actually tells me a lot about the other people, of course, because no one ever apparently listened to this guy or asked him a question. So that was 45 minutes of lessons, and, it dawned on him. A light bulb moment. Being interesting and being attractive is not about trying to prove how interesting you are. It's about being interested in the other person. All right, so be interested. Lesson number 1. Number 2, don't act needy, clingy, or desperate. Oh my gosh, we have people that are just so violating this concept. I've got to make X by Y date. I've got to, I'm just in such a bad situation. So I've got a prospect. Oh, he's got to sign. He or she got to sign, got to buy, got to whatever. And you can't be any of that. What you exhibit in your spirit, in your attitude, if you're needy or clingy or desperate, people pick that up like anything. You don't have to say a word. They just understand it. And they're repulsed by it. Most people. So, you send an email to somebody and then, why didn't you answer me? Come on, sign up, quickly, hurry. Before they've even got to know or ask some questions. So it's that neediness and clinginess that makes you unattractive. And you've got to learn to take it or leave it when it comes to asking for the business. If you've made a good presentation to somebody, they're going to take it or leave it. It can't matter to you what the result is. You just have to do your part of it. Of course, you shouldn't, be flippant or, say that someone doesn't matter. That's not what we're talking about here. But you should care about them. But you got to. They call it the concept or the posture of divine indifference. I like that. So I need people for my business, but I don't need this particular person for my business. All right. So this, one sale or one person, even if, you might be talking to Mr. or Mrs. Heavy Hitter, blah, 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 blah. Like I get pitched people all the time. Other leaders get pitched all the time about business. And you can just tell people are kind of desperate. They just think, oh, if I could get so-and-so to sign up with me, my life would be so great, so wonderful. And they get, angry if you don't sign up with them, or I told you first about something. But when you have that attitude, if you just have the feeling, you've done your part, now it's up to them, and then move on to the next person, the next person, and the next person. It taps into something. It's a nice expression. He who cares the least holds the most power. So if you don't care, of course you want someone to sign up or want someone to buy the product, but you don't have to care. Your life isn't depending on it. Don't have that attitude, and then you'll be much more successful. So it's about realistic. Number 3, don't operate with an agenda. So, every day probably happens to you too. I get contacted. I'm sure you do too. You get contacted on Facebook. Hey, how's it going? Where do you live? What do you do? And the next question is, I got a deal for you. Would you like to sign up, please? And you just know people are kind of reaching out, especially someone brand new who just contacts you on Facebook or whatever. I'm just zero time for people like that. I just tend to delete them. Although occasionally I'll flip them a training like this, and some people might actually get it. Usually someone who is reaching out with people like that probably wouldn't get it, but sometimes people are trainable. But a lot of people are operating with hidden agendas. Your old friend that you haven't heard from for 15 years suddenly is super, super, super excited about essential oils or Bitcoin or whatever it might be, shakety shake, losing weight, whatever it might be. And they might give you a gift, but they're looking for something in return. And hidden agendas make people look not attractive. So you're not attractive when you got those hidden agendas because they're not really hidden. Everybody can kind of get them, right? So just do things because you should do them. So provide content out into the internet without expecting something back in return. Don't be just expecting to make a sale because you do something. In fact, you need to sow and sow and sow. There's a law of sowing and reaping, and you just need to sow. And the amount of value that you put out in the marketplace is the amount of value that the marketplace will give back to you. That's just an eternal law, and you got to learn to tap into that. So it's not about being clingy or hidden agendas. It's about you becoming valuable by sharing content or helping somebody solve a problem. And we see this in the home-based business or affiliate marketing or network marketing. We see it all the time. People will be reaching out to their long-lost friends and, hey, what are you doing? And I got this deal you should look at. Well, people hate that, actually. Everybody knows what they're doing. So just go genuinely wanting to help people rather than groping for a sale. Have a different approach. That's the point of that one. All right, number 4, project confidence. Now, confidence is really attractive. I mean, really, really attractive. If you are confident, it can change things. Tyson gives a good example that I can identify. But, you can see the same two people with the same business follow the same script and get different results. That's because what they exude and who they are tells a different story. So, we've all heard a top earner say, well, when I talk to somebody, I say 1, 2, 3, and then everybody's writing down, oh, the secret script, 1, 2, 3, I'll say that. And then they're like, number 1, this deal is really good, and, they're like timid and shy or stuttering or they're just simply not confident. And you can tell, confident is very attractive. And it just doesn't work. As Eric Worre says, your success in this business has to do with who you were before you joined the business. So are you confident? Have you enjoyed success before? If so, you will bring with you the confidence and the success that you had from before. If not, you have to develop your own success. But you can, there is something about this, let's not talk about fake it until you make it. That's a different thing than confidence, real confidence. But confidence, is the same two things. And the confident person can take it or leave it, can know that he's done his or her job in presenting something. They have confidence in their offer. They have confidence in their product. They have confidence in their skills. They know what they're doing. They know they've done the best job that they can. And when you do that, you come across. There's literally energy that people can feel, but they can't see. But there's literally energy that will be transmitted when you are confident. How about can you be confident when you're brand new or you haven't produced anything? Well, yeah, have confidence in your sponsor, have confidence in the company video, have confidence in the webinar you're going to invite them to, have confidence in the system. There's all kinds of things, and he talks here about the difference between have, do, and be, which is, you need to have something before you can be something. That's the wrong approach. Be, in other words, become something, then do, and then have. So it starts with who are you? And that's developing your skills, it's developing your confidence, it's developing all the things that make up you, and becoming better. When you have the things that are successful, that successful and confident people have, then I'll do the things, but that's the wrong way. I'm going to be confident. I'm going to go out there and be the way that a successful person would be. That's the right approach. So if you're coming from have, do, be, you need to flip the switch, flip the script, as Tyson says here. And, Tyson's experience is my experience too. People say, James, wow, you got this radio voice, or you're so natural on video. Man, you've never seen, maybe you have, some of you might have seen some of my early videos. They were absolutely horrible. And Tyson's got the same thing. Almost everybody, it's just something that practice, but you then get confident in what you're doing, and you can talk, even show your face in front of a camera. That just comes with experience. Because, you then come across as knowing more about the topic, and people can understand that. That kind of confidence will make you a lot more attractive. And then the last one, I think this one's funny. Tyson has the same experience as me, but you should develop skills. Attractive people also have highly developed skills, and a highly developed skill will make you as attractive as any of these other things. Tyson gives the example. He was long ago, before he met his wife, he was a musician, and he says he wasn't the best looking guy, but he's got a hot wife. Man, I can relate to that. I've got, my wife Trace is hot too. So, but Tyson says when they were meeting and dating, back in the day, he had a mullet and a mustache, which is kind of scary considering this guy's size. I think he's 6'5". And they're married 20 years later. He was a musician, though, and he had a skill, and she thought that was pretty cool. People, whatever his skill was, making music, that made him more confident and more attractive to her, and it worked. Just think of all the band groupies, Let's not go there. But, if you look at musicians, it's amazing who they attract, right? And there is something about that. But it's different skills in different ways. You just never know how that's going to end up. But basically, if you develop skills, if you develop, strong skills in your business, if you develop strong skills with video, if you develop strong skills with speaking, definitely video skills in today's world are really important. But even your skill in producing a good video, even if you don't put your face on it, even if you don't even talk, you can now do voice to script or virtual videos, all kinds of things. But your ability to do that will make you more attractive. And then you can tell prospects, I've got a system. I do X, Y, Z, and I've gotten results with it. And you can show that will be good. So here's a quick recap of the 5 secrets that all attractive people know, even though they may not be able to articulate it. So let's recap. Be more interested in the other person than you are in yourself. All right, that's just don't be selfish, right? But be interested. Actually, be proactive about it. Don't be clingy, needy, or desperate for the sale. So have that, almost aloofness, but still interested, but not needing to close the sale. You need business, but you don't need that business. So again, just separate yourself from the particular environment. Don't operate from a hidden agenda. Just help people. Sow, and you will reap. But don't be expecting to reap before you sow. and just help people without expecting anything in return. Be helpful. Be confident. Remember, be, do, have, not have, do, be. So be before you have. And again, that's a manifestation in the invisible. So we're talking about really important things. Not even going to get into that, but you got to be, it's got to exist before you have it. And then you have it in the invisible before you see it in the tangible. That's okay. That's going way beyond this video. Anyway, and then fifthly, develop your skills. And there's a whole range of skills. You should be constantly working on those things. You work on your knowledge, you work on your skills, you develop experience. That's the tripod of success: knowledge, skills, and experience. When you have those three and you increase those three, knowledge, skills, and experience, your income will go up. It's just exponential. So if you haven't been investing in your education and developing your skills, that knowledge and skills, and of course adding up some experience, now's the time to start, obviously. Good starting point, read this blog. And Tyson also recommends taking advantage of a free resource offered by Elite Marketing Pro. It's called the 10-Day Attraction Marketing Bootcamp. This is a free resource that they put out. If you'll see this blog posted below this video, and you can click on the link to get Elite Marketing Pro's free 10-day online recruiting bootcamp, and that will enable you this is done by Fernie Ceballos, another one of my mentors that Grace and I have been tapping into for several years as well, and a terrific marketer together with Tim Irway. And if you see this back up on the top, you can also just click on this link and you'll get your free copy of the Attraction Marketing Bootcamp. So that's a free offer to you. So A, I hope the video has been useful to you. B, certainly read the blog and give it some thought, maybe take some steps to change things. C, if you want to dig further, check out the 10-day Attraction Marketing Bootcamp, and you'll be glad you did. All right, so if you'd like to get any further information or any other additional resources, just let us know. But I trust this has been useful, and we'll talk to you on the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.